Who's there? Oh, you startled me. You look a capable type. Are you a sellsword? I need someone to help me get past the barricade inside the crypts. Refugees from Narcissus. We came here to escape the plague, but were set upon by highwaymen. I was separated from my group, and my husband. Please, I must find Gariel, but the halfwit at the barricade won't let me through. Alexia, bless you! I'll follow your lead, but I'm afraid I'm not very good in a fight. We must keep moving. The sooner we find Gariel, the better. I'm sorry. It's the cinnamon-scented perfume I wear. It was Gariel's favorite. I may have overdone it today.
You've got a talent for finding those. Top one.
Look! My husband's bow! He's been here. We must get past that door. This looks like a back entrance, but it's bolted shut. I think these items around the doorframe are part of a puzzle lock. Look around. Maybe there's a clue to the right sequence nearby. I don't see my husband anywhere. This doesn't feel right. Something feels wrong here, but I can't put my finger on it.
You don't look infected. I guess you're all right. To protect us from the undead and those who carry the plague. Gariel? He's not with us anymore. If you want more than that, you'll have to talk to Danis. Scavenging and hunting. Our leader Danis has had remarkable luck finding fresh meat. I've no idea where he's getting it. Why don't you ask Danis?
You're not wanted here, outsider. For all we know, you're carrying the plague. The Llodos Plague. It's been ravaging our cities, turning our loved ones into walking corpses. We came here to escape it. Gariel was infected. He seemed fine at first, but the infection became obvious during one of our hunting expeditions. I had to abandon him in the crypts. I doubt he survived.
I don't understand. None of the refugees will answer my questions. It's like they're hiding something. What? But we saw his bow. That's preposterous. He was fine when we were separated. Please, you must find him. Search the crypts. I'll keep questioning the others. Someone must know what Danis is playing at. You're probably right. This place doesn't feel right. I'll be outside waiting for news of my husband. Please hurry. I hate the thought of Gariel wandering through those godforsaken chambers all alone. I understand, but if there's even a chance...
Our ways are not your ways, outsider. Don't meddle in things you don't understand. Did you now? Spare me your judgments. We do what we must to survive. I've watched hundreds die from the plague, horrible, painful deaths. My people are safe here, but they must eat. Something had to be done. Gariel was weak. He didn't understand the need for moral ambiguity. He threatened to turn the entire camp against me. That was unacceptable. You would doom my people to starvation, or death by the plague. That's truly madness.
A newcomer, eh? I hope you'll stay for dinner. What in oblivion are you doing? I'm getting out of here.
How dare you judge us? We do what we must to survive. What? Do you have any idea what you've done? It's that simple, is it? Just leave, return to the outside world and forget what we've done here? You sound like Gariel. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps we have lost our way. Those who wish to leave will be free to do so. I can never return. This is my world now. This is where I will die. Farewell, outsider. May you never know hunger.
Have you found anything? I know. Ever since that bandit raid that separated us, I knew. But I must thank you, Sarah. You helped me pursue my foolish hope, even at your own risk. You let me forget what I already knew. I had seen my Gariel for the last time.
No one goes into the gorge. Got that?
Do we say why the pass is closed?
Tell them there's death in the pass. Leave it at that.
Yes, Commander.
Speak to Captain Deril if you need something. About damn time we got some help out here. We're outmatched. Captain Deril will give you a little more insight into what's happening here.
If you're planning to use the pass to Mournhold, find another route. It's not safe. The Maulborn have overrun the traders' camp and occupied the pass. By the authority of House Hlaalu, this area is closed. It's a death trap. We sent in some scouts to assess the situation, but they haven't returned. I don't want to march in there blindly, but we can't wait much longer. This pass is too important to allow it to fall into the Maulborn's hands. It's the primary trading route between Mournhold and the west. It's also home to a trader's camp. Every caravan that comes through this part of Deshaan depends on that camp. That's an excellent question. Harassing caravans seems to go against their usual method of operations, doesn't it?
Need to report back. Maulborn. They're trying to make the plague stronger. The alchemist who created the Llodos Plague. Merdendril. He's making it stronger. More potent. The Maulborn plan to smuggle it into Mournhold. Infect the whole city. There's no time. You need to stop them. The Maulborn can't bring cargo through the city gates without official papers. They're carrying forged shipping manifests. Maybe it's worth a try. Take out some of the Maulborn down in the traders' camp. Get those forged papers.
Kotholl's the name. I was working as a guard in the training camp before the Maulborn attacked. This elven scout was lucky I came along when I did. She was getting her arse handed to her. Did what I was taught to do. When outnumbered, I hide. Not the bravest move, but it kept the two of us alive. Listen, if you're going down there, I could use your help. I need some things from the camp. Things that are too important to fall into the hands of the Maulborn. They're in 3 locked chests, so you'll need to get the keys first. 3 of the merchants I worked for wore the keys on chains around their necks. They were the first to fall when the Maulborn attacked, but I don't think their bodies were searched very thoroughly. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say. All I can tell you is I swore to guard those chests with my life. That ought to give you some idea of their importance.
I need aid!
Good stuff in there?
Did you get the stuff from the locked chests? Yeah. Fact is, I kind of lied to you. Those merchants owed me weeks of back pay, and now they're dead. My family will starve without that money. Those trinkets you recovered may not seem like much, but they'll feed my family for a year. I could not risk it. I'm sorry I misled you, but I can't let my children go hungry. Return them to the spoiled children of wealthy merchants? Why should I? They won't miss a few trinkets. You're right. That stuff doesn't belong to me. I'll make sure the families get their goods back. And I'm sorry for making up that story.
The manifests. Did you get them? Good. This should buy us enough time to act. Good question. Before we strike back, we need to gather our swords. I wish I knew how many of the others survived. I think most of them were captured. I saw some of them dragged off toward that cave to the north. I'll report to Diril and let him know what's happening here. You go to the cave and see if you can find the others.
Those Nyx hounds won't take me. Won't make me into a husk. Bled myself with my own blade. No use to them now. That'll show them. What was I saying? Did Scout Marmeen send you? I was glad she got away. The others, they're all gone. I've seen what the plague does to a body. I won't let it take me. But if the wards were destroyed... Arcane wardstones that make the Maulborn immune to the plague. A gift from someone called Vox. Sure would be a shame if those Aelits came down with their own plague. How about you smash those wards that are protecting them? I heard them crying out in the darkness. The plague's taken them. They've turned. The wards. Concentrate on the wards. There are 3 of them. Smash them all. Those wards keep the Maulborn from getting infected by their plague. Smash them, and may the plague take them all. Down into the cave. The same place they dragged the others. May the 3 watch over their souls now.
Heal me!
There's war, and then there's just slaughter. The Maulborn fight without honor. I don't expect we'll be taking any prisoners. I told you we'd be right behind you. I'm truly beginning to understand what Nariu sees in you. You certainly know how to get things done. Oh, she's out and about. Like you, she's out doing what she does best. Now, talk to the captain and let's get on with things.
Good, you're still alive. Scout Marmeen told us she sent you to this cave. Veron says he knows you from Narsis. He and his ally have offered their assistance. We have to proceed cautiously. I don't want any more of my soldiers getting infected. But the Maulborn have to be dealt with. For good. Ah! That changes things. We've spotted the plague shipment they planned for Mournhold. I want those crates destroyed, but I need my troops at a safe distance when it happens. Always. A cliff overlooks their loaded wagons, and I've got archers up there. Get to Nariu Virion. Tell her to have the archers shatter the crates from above. We'll see how the Maulborn like being exposed to their own plague. Good idea. Exactly what we need. On your way, then. That tunnel will take you to the top of the cliff.
Ready for a fight? Once the archers start shooting, the Maulborn will swarm this overlook. Let me know when you're ready. Archers, to your positions! Once the arrows start flying, they'll be on us in no time. Here they come!
You've doomed us all! Prepare to die!
We did it! All right, back to the cave.
I warned that fool Diril not to go on ahead. If he's not a husk yet, he's probably a feast for one. That plague moves like lightning.
Change of plans. Those crates the archers destroyed. The plague is spreading quicker than dragon's breath. I can't go that way. Hey, I'm not an alchemist. I can only tell you what Veron told me. That stuff is potent. It spreads like wildfire. As soon as it touches skin, people transform into husks.
I warned that fool Diril not to go on ahead. If he's not a husk yet, he's probably a feast for one. That plague moves like lightning. He took some troops to the southern side of the gorge. He's looking for the Maulborn leader, the alchemist. I don't know if he made it that far or not. Don't need to tell us twice. We'll stay on high ground until the plague dissipates. If you find Diril and he's turned, do what you have to. Understand?
I'm gonna show off a little.
Spread out!
By Aeum! You've run through a gauntlet of plague and death, yet you aren't sick. How? We'll consider it a blessing of the tribunal for now and leave it at that. The Maulborn who haven't fallen to the plague are in retreat. We've just one final matter to attend to. We've got Medindrel, the alchemist who created the Llodos Plague, cornered in these ruins. We need to capture him and find out how he did it. With you at our side, we can't fail. That's the spirit. We're right behind you. Remember, we have to find out how the plague was made. Then we can get to work on making a cure. Let's go. On your guard. We don't know what's up ahead. Look everywhere. Any clues we find may lead us to the cure. What did you find? What is that? That's the recipe for the Llodos Plague! We've done it! Wait, what's happening?
You resist my plague? Let's try a stronger version.
No! No, not that! Ah!
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? I shall experiment upon your body.
I told you, Veron. Our champion survives.
What happened in there? Where's Diril? He's gone, isn't he? He died valiantly, then. Did you learn anything in there that would help us? Praise Vivek. With the notes, we can finally craft a cure. The Maulborn have fallen to their own plague. The merchants are already returning to their camp. The stuff in the crates was extremely potent, but also very short-lived. It came and went fast, and we haven't seen any more afflictions. But if this had reached Mournhold... Still, we can't lower our defenses yet. This was just one piece of the Maulborn scheme. But for now, the Gorge and Mournhold are safe.
You're full of surprises. Not that I doubted you. Thanks for your help. You know, I think you earned the truth, but this is a pretty big secret I'm about to share. Are you sure you're up to the responsibility? I know you won't. Come closer. This is for your ears only. Veron and I were part of the Morag Tong. You're kind of an innocent, aren't you? The Morag Tong? Organized crime? A league of assassins? We used to be part of the establishment, but we're kind of on the outs these days. Some of the house leaders still employ us, though. Keep your voice down. Just being associated with the Morag Tong can get me put to death. We're here on behalf of Mournhold, understand? Now get out of here. We'll meet again, I'm sure.
With the death of the alchemist Medindrel, our contract is fulfilled. I'm not sure we could have accomplished it without you. On to our next assignment. We don't get a lot of downtime. We're always on the job, always watching. Are you heading to Mournhold now? Someone has to tell Ordinator Hlaalu what happened here. You appear to be available for the job. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Hopefully it won't be because your name's on a contract.
We've got the raiders on the run. Didn't hurt that their machines turned against them. Raiders attacked our caravan. They had dwarven machines with them, like spiders. They ambushed us. We should have been slaughtered, but then the attack broke off. Something went wrong. The spiders suddenly attacked everybody and everything. We captured one of the raiders in the chaos. She's wearing the insignia of House Dres. One of her Dunmer great houses. There's rivalry between the houses, but not open conflict. You're an outsider. Maybe the prisoner will talk to you. We're holding her up the road in the ruined tower.
You look like you can handle yourself. You have to help me. The other guards went after the raiders, but one of those dwarven things wounded me.
What a mess. We were attacked on the way to Narcissus. Dres raiders with dwarven machines came out of nowhere. They took our cargo crates and one of the Dres leaders even took the manifest. As if he could use it.
I don't want any more of my carriers hurt, but I must recover the manifest and at least part of the cargo. The house noble who owns this cargo will flay me alive if I come back empty-handed. The raiders took everything up the hill.
What are you doing here? Get away from our prisoner! Selene? She always lets her political worries get in the way. But very well. Ask your questions. Just don't take too long.
I'm not getting paid enough for this. Ethis Omalor of House Dres hired us to attack the caravan. He had something to make the machines from the ruins fight alongside us. I don't know. It was like a magic wand, only metal. But the cursed thing blew up and the machines went berserk, attacking everybody. You aren't going to kill me, are you? I don't want to die. Can't you say I cooperated? Dres raiders are going to the entrance of Mizathums to ambush the Hlaalu guards. If you move fast, you can save them.
you going to add to my problems?
You're back! Any luck finding my cargo? This is very nearly everything. I can't believe it. My employer might even be lenient. You saved me. You didn't have to help, but you did. Thank you.
I feel awful.
When I saw those Dres raiders closing in, I thought we were done for. But you sure sliced a path through them. Maybe you can help me figure out what those fetchers are up to. Ha! That explains why the constructs turned on the raiders. I saw someone in Dres livery enter the ruins. He was fiddling with some kind of relic. I'd wager he's Ethis Omalor, the leader of this raiding party. I'm not above giving the Dres some payback for the damage they've caused. I need to clean up out here, but I want that Omalor fetcher who ran inside. Feel like doing some hunting?
Wounded badly, losing strength.
What is it?
You there? I could use some help. You there? Did Mayra send you? I discovered this resonating thing on one of the smashed constructs. I think these resonators are how that Dres rod controlled them. Not as much as I'd like, but I think the constructs received their orders from the rod through those resonators. The spheres cannibalized dead spiders for parts. What if we interfered with that process? Exactly. So if you smash any spheres or spiders, take their resonators, you can bring them to me for study. While you're at it, destroy any repair stations you see. Then they can't make more resonators. All right?
Nicely done.
Excellent. A person who walks instead of rolls. Come on, let's get out of here. What? Oh, yes, of course. Wait, blast it, you're with the caravan, aren't you? Look, I know when I'm backed into a corner. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Just help me get out of here alive. I did what I was told. Magistrix Fox gives orders, not reasons. She supplied the rod to control the constructs, but it malfunctioned during the ambush. After that, the spiders attacked everything. I ran for it and hid down here. From the sound of it, my raiders got caught between the Hlaalu and the spiders. You're going to get me out of here, right? Fine by me. Better them than these walking buzzsaws. Lead the way.
What's inside? Come on, I'm so curious.
They're still fighting out here.
You're back. Did you manage to deal with our dwarven problem? Well done. Another menace successfully overcome. I love it when that happens. Can I have the resonators? I want to examine them. Maybe I can figure out a way to craft a defense against the constructs, in case something like this happens again.
For the love of the three!
I can't believe you brought Omalor out for us. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. So, he's under the impression he's been rescued. We'll have to correct that. I appreciate your help. Though when we're done with him, I doubt Omalor will be very happy.